Okay, so back in the powerhouse, again, this is the penstock that comes in. We still have full pressure in our penstock. The intake is working really well. That sound of water that you hear is just the water going through here and out the bypass to keep this from freezing because it's December now. So everything's still working except this guy's the new issue. After 6 months, I think the bearings wore out. It's pretty chunky when it turns. It was only making about 250 watts with both nozzles fully open. We're going to replace it with a new, more robust turbine. It just came in the mail. I'm very excited. But for now, we're going to take this out and take this all down and then kind of just visualize how we're going to install the new turbine. But that is the plan. The steam engine! It finally arrived and I am fired up, man. This thing already looks so cool. So I got the Pelton Wheel Stream engine from Energy System and Designs out of New Brunswick. I got the 2 nozzle version and there's a bunch of different wiring configurations you can get. I got mine pre-wired and everything. You can do it yourself, but they offered to do it. But I love that it comes with extra bearings, comes with a bunch of different size nozzles, which is really nice. It comes with this very in-depth, really well done owner's manual, which we'll get into in a minute. But for now, we'll give you guys a quick tour of the Pelton wheel or the whole turbine itself. So right away off the bat, I love that all the electronics are covered in their own conduit. There's not just wires sticking out of it. So that makes me feel a lot better. It's very simple. So my wire will just go into here. It comes with a knockout already in and everything. Then you can see, again, I got the 2 nozzle version so that 1 nozzle's in the front here, 1 nozzle's in the back. Again, these come with it. So you don't have to worry about how to, fit the nozzles or make gaskets or anything like that. They attach just with these 4 bolts here. So you just undo these nuts and the nozzle will slide right off, just like that. And then the nozzles themselves just thread into these inserts that are already here. You can see they have this O-ring in them, so it's going to be a nice watertight seal. So right off the bat, it's just it's built to be friendly when it shows up to the consumer, which I just really appreciate. I learned a lot on the last one, but I could still appreciate that all the hard work is really already done. And then we'll just have a look underneath here. You can see this is stainless steel runner. So the last one I had was just plastic, and there's probably twice as many spoons in this one. So yeah, no complaints at all so far. I haven't obviously installed it, but yeah, I'm just really, really impressed with the craftsmanship, the quality, and the forethought put into it to make it very user-friendly. And yeah, just the fact that it comes with an owner's manual with tons and tons of information. My last one didn't come with any information, so trying to talk to people about my system and about my turbine was really hard because there was I'm not obviously going to go through this whole thing. Anyway, hopefully somewhere between 12 and 1700 watts will be as much as my system will be able to make, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'd be very happy with that. So I just finished building the form. It's kind of upside down. So this is going to end up being the gasket between the micro hydro, which is going to sit on this side, and the trash can, which is going to basically sit over top of this little protruding cone. And I just kind of tipped the garbage can upside down, so it left a little imprint. And I think if I fill that with some sort of caulking or sealant or something, and then put the garbage can back in, that should create a nice little seal. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping. Here it is. So it's not supposed to fit all the way in up against that thing, but nice uniform fit all the way around. And then from the top, it angles down. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but from the inside, looking back up, should be hard for the water to escape. Looks pretty good. I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up with the grinder. I'm just going to angle this a little bit towards the center. This is where the turbine's going to sit. So again, just to encourage the water to go into here. Okay, we are looking pretty good. Got the block all sorted. So I did some grinding all around the outside. This is all sloped to the inside. So the hydro will fit flush in this whole thing. I made this little gasket here just out of some rubber flashing. And that gasket's gonna create that seal between the concrete block and the micro hydro. I drilled out all these, the four holes that are gonna secure the hydro to the block. I just have this kind of polymer stuff. I'll probably do one here and then one where the trash can's going. So I think we're ready to bring all this stuff to the powerhouse, and then just got to do a little bit of work on the drainage system, and it should be up and running. Very nice. All right, we got everything moved to the powerhouse. And I'm just going to start with, so that's the drain there. And I'm just going to start by making the drain, and then we can work on connecting the pipe to it. So I just took this all apart and went to put it in, and I realized that this whole piece here is way too long. Like, it doesn't end till here, and then the flexible tubing is supposed to go to here into the hydro. Yeah, I don't really know what the play is here. But it's not going to fit like this. Okay, so I couldn't get the Y to work. I really didn't want to put a T in, but just to save that space, I redesigned it, went and got a T. So now we got kind of one arm going that way and one arm going out that way. I got the base in, I moved it over just a little bit. You can see the actual exit is there, so I bumped it over just a touch. So it goes down and drains out that way. But I figure I'd give this side a little bit more room to sweep around. For that, I have this, it's up to like 250 PSI, like it's called flexible PVC tubing. It's not super flexible, but this is how it came. So it should roughly, you know, be able to do that for me. And I also brought this thing of really hot water. So I'm gonna kind of dip these in the hot water to soften them up and see if I can't connect these two together. Okay, it's roughed in. It's a little goofy looking, but I think with the constraint of space that we had, it all worked out pretty well. I'm nervous. Is it time to start gluing it together? I think it is. Okay, so step one, I'm gonna put that polymer in this little groove there, and I'm gonna put that thing back on there. And that'll create that hopeful waterproof seal between those two. And the drain, it's pretty simple, just a few ABS joints and they're all together, but okay. Step one, here we go. Okay, looks pretty good enough. So now I think I might put another bead of that all the way on the inside where the hydro is going to sit. Then this gasket goes on the outside. Comme ça. And then we'll plunk the hydro in. We're doing it! Oh my god, I'm weirdly excited. This is so fun. So yeah, the gasket's in. I put a bead of that stuff around the bottom. And if I've done my math correctly, I should be able to just screw this in with these little tap cons here. And I got some washers to put on the top. So some washers and some tap cons in should hold this in place. Oh wow, what a convenient nozzle flow chart. So I can figure out what size nozzles I need. So if I do a 1/4 and a 3/16, that should bring me in somewhere around 1 kilowatt.
Okay, I'm using Teflon tape around the nozzle. It's metal to plastic, so hopefully that'll do something. And then working my way back up, so the nozzle's to, I don't know, this flexible pipe. I'm going to use this as well as this kind of like Blue Magic stuff. So it's basically, yeah, pipe thread compound. The nozzle I'm going to keep just Teflon, and everything else I'm going to do with Teflon and this Blue Magic. Hopefully everything will be tight. You can see it's not the prettiest, but I wonder if they call it Blue Magic because it magically gets on frickin' everything. Hopefully it works. I kind of like that threads feel way less permanent, you know? Hopefully they're waterproof, but you can also just tighten them or undo them if you blew it. But now it's time for the big dog. Dun, da, da, da. It looks awesome. I'm so happy. The glue is drying. The polymer is drying. I'm gonna let everything kind of set for tonight. This can be really hard to go to sleep. Oh, my phone's about to die too. What good timing. But I've learned if I turn it on now, then I end up going to bed unhappy. So I'll turn it on tomorrow. I'll leave a whole day for troubleshooting, and then hopefully tomorrow I will sleep soundly. But I'm pretty happy with how everything went today. Okay, so we're into the electrical box here. Just opened it up, and it comes with this in the knockout, but unfortunately my 10-3 wire doesn't fit with the insulation on everything. Doesn't fit through this little hole here, so it's not ideal. There's no bigger knockout. Usually there's like a bigger knockout you can take out and then put a bigger one of these in. So I'm gonna just have to go straight through that hole. Not ideal, but it'll still work. Okay, I think I got her. So I made sure the insulation is covering that hole there. Each one of these is sticking out the other end a little bit. Got my ground on, and honestly that feels really, really secure though. Okay, got the closet warmed up to 30 degrees. It's been about half an hour. I don't see any condensation on anything. So we'll fire the batteries up, fire the inverter up, keep all the power off for now. And we'll go give the Stream Engine a spin. My heart is beating because it's time to give this bad boy a test drive. So just checked, everything's all clear, electrical's hooked up. We have, this is the B nozzle and our C nozzle. I actually forget what size those are. Maybe. So we're gonna turn this one on first. We're gonna keep this one turned off. We're at 140 PSI. Whew, and it's game time. All right. So we'll slowly open this and see what happens. She's stiff. Okay. So our initial flow, you can see the water starting to go through here. That's cool that you can see the water. So there's definitely a little bit of air in there, which is not a surprise. Okay, continue to open. Oh wow, it is leaking intensely. Okay, I'm gonna shut that down. Oh my gosh, that is... That was so fast, I didn't even have it turned on. You can just see it pouring out now, and it's like just barely cracked open. God! All right, well, yeah. This is why I didn't do it last night. I knew I was gonna lose sleep. Okay, got it all cleaned out. If you told me I was gonna spend today cleaning caulking out of concrete, I probably would have believed you. Got it caked on this time. So as I slide it down, it should squeeze it out a little bit that way, and then eventually settle on top of this bead that goes around the top here. And I'm not gonna do the rubber gasket this time. I'm just gonna like plunk it in, and then bring the heater in and give it a nice long time to set up. And I really hope that does the trick.
Okay, well, it's been over 24 hours. Feels pretty cured to me. Through there, I kind of stuck my finger in and that stuff all feels good. So we'll hook it back up and we'll give her another go. Okay, we're all hooked up. Here goes nothing. Nice. I think we're past where we made it to last time. If we can get it to start spinning, I'll be pretty happy. Oh, away she goes. Okay, we almost got her opened up. Wow, this one seems to spin way slower than my other one. Okay. Oh, I think I just heard the inverter grab it. We'll open her all the way up. I don't see any leaks. Okay, I need to leave before the leaks start. Let's go see what's going on in the inverter. Okay, so with a 3/16 nozzle, what are we getting? 200 watts? I guess it might be hard for you to see. 250 watts. Huh. What's this mean? So we're at 120 volts? Yeah, 274 watts. Let me double check what nozzle size that is. I know with my other turbine with a 5.5, I was making 450 watts. And this one with a 6 mil, I am making 250. So that is interesting. I would have expected it to be like at almost 500 like right now. Okay, we're back. Still looks dry, which is, oh my gosh, so nice that it's still dry. Thank God. Dare we even look underneath? Oh, little baby drip, but that's okay. I guess we'll turn this one on and see what happens. Okay, so we got both nozzles on now. With two 5.5s, I was making 1 kilowatt. So this should roughly be equivalent of two 5.5s, right? A 6 and a 4.5, two 5.5s. So my last one, it should be around a kilowatt. And this one, it's like maybe 500 watts. So this is actually making like half the power of the other turbine I had. But not to lose hope, there's one thing we haven't tried yet, and that's adjust it. I'll show you guys in the manual, but you can adjust basically one more thing to increase its efficiency. Okay, so what we're gonna do is basically do some fine adjusting between the stator and the rotor. Blah, blah, blah. I use this to hold this in place. I loosen this top one here, so this one's loose. And now this is the bigger one, so it's saying blah, blah, blah. I turn this big one full turn, and then I retighten this one. So I'm going to turn it on and we'll see what the voltage is at. I'm just turning this one on, but hopefully it's a little higher than 250. So you can probably hear the difference already. That sounds way better. It's spinning way faster. So I'm just finishing opening it up all the way, and we'll get a, I think that was, it says it comes adjusted really close together. So I am optimistic this is going to be a big change here. So we'll just give a call in.
122, 404, 121, 398. Looks like you're good, man.
All right, he just said it's about 400. Ah, that's way more what I was expecting. And we can still continue to adjust it and improve on that. Oh boy. I wasn't stressed out, but that is amazing. Okay. Well, I'll do another little adjustment and we'll see from there. Okay, so I just did another full turn, so I separated them one more full turn. So just listen to how much nicer this sounds when it starts up and how much faster it goes. Like it kind of kicks off a lot smoother, eh? Wow.
657. Nope, 694. It's up there.
Yeah, baby! Okay, he said the last average was 680 watts. Oh, it's wild. So I just opened her up one more turn. I would imagine we must be getting pretty close to maxing out. 680, so that's the last one. The most I made with the same size nozzle was 550. So we're already well above the last machine. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a helmet on because your mind's about to explode! He said he saw it as high as 750. That is too cool. So, to finish things up, I'm gonna, I had got a little tachometer. I think I was ruining my other micro hydro because I had no idea how fast it was spinning and it was spinning too fast. And this manual comes with a bunch of information about the turbine RPM. So at 300 feet of head, 140 PSI, and a 1/4 inch nozzle, we should be at about 21 liters per minute, and it should be spinning about 3590 RPM, which just about maxes this machine out. So I'm curious to see what it's actually spinning. So this is the little tachometer that's going to measure the RPM. It comes with this really like reflective tape. So there's a little laser that comes out the end. You just shoot the laser at the bright spot and it'll tell you what the RPM is. It's just one little piece of paper. I don't think it's going to throw it off balance. I don't have one on the other side, but I'm going to take it off as soon as we're done with this. So our numbers guy, Mr. Liam, is going to turn it on.
All systems go, Captain.
I told Liam to turn on slow and he's doing a great job. Okay, so we're at 800 RPM already. The manual says it should be somewhere in the realm of 3596. So we're at 3500 RPM. Should hopefully start to stabilize soon. Oh man. 3800.
We're not even wide open yet.
Crank her open, Liam. 4,000 RPM. Wow, this little thing's giving her. Well, that explains why I was burning through so many bearings on the old machine. Beauty. All right. Proof of the final number. I saw a 780 for a second there. But that 1/4 inch nozzle, we got 760-ish on average watts, which is amazing, man. That's so cool. My batteries are all charged up. So this is taking 300 and it's diverting the rest to my baseboard heaters inside. So the system is working perfectly. I will be able to sleep well tonight. I've had the Stream engine installed for a few weeks now, and I've learned an absolute ton since I put it in about how to use it to fully optimize my system. So if you just wanted to watch the install, I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in what the next step is, then feel free to check that video out. There's a lot more information.